I have a celebrity physiotherapist with me today at the Harwood Champions Football League final at the Cooperage Football Stadium in Mumbai. Dr. Aijaz Ashai. He's been with the Mumbai Indians team, the Mumbai Ranji team. He's also done the Harwood Football Champions League in the year 2000-2001. Sir, thank you so much for being here. It's really a pleasure to always talk to you.
I know, it's always welcoming. Whenever you guys are calling me, I'm always thrilled to be with Nadeem Bhai, with your group, and always love to have sports functions to be there.
How was it? You know, you've come back to where it all began for you, the Harwood Champions Football League.
2001, when I was with the Mahindra team, I remember we won the Durand Cup as well as Rovers Cup. And it's after almost 23 years.
Wow.
Yeah, back to this ground. Lovely to see boys, young boys playing so well, enjoying the football. And the best thing is Mr. Sham Thapa here.
Yes.
That is the dream come true to see the player who used to do bicycle kicking, and as a physio, when we train them, we look after their injuries. We always tell them what might happen to your spine, what might happen to your head. You'll bang your head, but that time they never had any physio, never had any trainer, and still they used to do all these fitness things.
Yes.
And today when we see these guys, we're so happy to see these fit guys, young guys, challenging players and playing so well for India as well as for their clubs.
Absolutely. Doctor, we've always seen, injury management. We talk about the protein intake in the players to curb the injury management today. What is it that players can do to curb the injury before, you get onto the field? Because playing here on the turf, of course, you have your body management, but you're slightly more prone towards injury on a turf pitch. So what would you like to see on that?
So we love to see them training on these kind of grounds. So if they get an opportunity to work, to play, to practice on these grounds, the chance of injuries are lesser.
Yes.
And now we see that it's like a lot of, when the olden days these players used to play, they used to play on a muddy ground.
Yes.
So less was the pressure on shin, ankle, knee. Because when you run, when you put too much of pressure on your joints, too much of pressure on your muscles, the force which comes from down from these turfs is like 10 to 20 times more than what it used to be on the olden days.
Yes, yes.
So that's why the knee injuries, ankle injuries and shin pain you can see commonly happening nowadays. We call it shin splints, stress fractures in the shin.
Absolutely,
so we tell them,
yes.
prepare yourself with high vitamin D3.
Yes.
Okay. And as I always say, for the footballers, their brain is in their knee. They don't have brain in their head, they have a brain in their knees, and they have a heart in their calf muscles. So when the calf muscle pumps, that's how it helps them to run faster, run quicker, show skills.
Yes, we've always seen, especially when it comes to high intensity sports, especially in football, using your body, using your knee to such an advantage. The moment something happens, we've seen that the player says, oh God, where's my physio? Doctor, what is it that, we can help players curb when it comes to having that kind of, body structure, their diet? How is it that we can help them before they take their field?
This is what I'm saying. When you prepare yourself, you need to understand in which conditions you're playing. Now, if you call a northeast team here, which is very cold place from north side, and they come here with a 47-degree temperature to play, so they get dehydrated very quickly.
Yes.
So they need to understand, because there they do the warm-up for 45 minutes to warm their body. If they do the same thing here, that's where the injury starts.
So
they need to they have to understand it's like 5 to 10 minutes warm-up, because they sweat here very quickly, the energy gets used.
Absolutely.
So they have to do 10 minutes warm-up and get ready for the match.
Absolutely.
And the flexibility, the strength training, as I told you, vitamin D3 absorption has to be very high. Electrolytes very high, not on the match day. It has to be 3 to 4 days before the match. It's like a petrol putting in a car, which is like reserved there, and use it till end. When you if you see maximum players getting cramps and stiffness later on at the stage of 45-60 minutes of football, last 20 minutes becomes very difficult. That's where they need to utilize that energy which is saved in their body as a fuel.
So electrolytes, you said that have it, 3-4 days, it's the fuel towards the body. What is it that, it helps a player achieve maximum status on field using electrolytes?
That's what I'm saying. So when they use these electrolytes, that helps them to see, our body has a lot of chemical reactions, physiological changes in the body happens when you play, when you practice. So that needs to get electrolyte again and again. So if they have it only on match day when the injury happens, it doesn't really work that time. That's where the chance of muscle fiber tear starts. So if they have it on earlier days, 2 to 3 days before the tournament starts, or when they are training, continuously they have it. So you'll see the difference in them. You'll see I always say injury is going to happen on ground. It's nothing like that kid, a physio, a doctor, a trainer will stop your injury. No, you can minimize the injury with the training part, with these electrolytes, with good diet, good programming, good training schedule, nice turfs. So it helps them to minimize the injuries.
Just becoming a little more lighter. How are you enjoying this final clash between ICL
Don't
and Reliance
I've
Foundation?
seen the semi-finals and last 5 minutes when they scored 2 goals, ICL. And
Yes.
today again they are playing so well with this young Reliance, against the young Reliance team. You can see the strength, you can see the fitness of this young Reliance team. But unfortunately they are not able to see them scoring maximum goals today, because the way Mr. Bimal Ghosh, the most experienced coach, the way he has told the team to handle them properly.
Yes.
So they have kept them in in a kind of a cage. They are not allowing them to score the maximum goals. So they're just one down. I think they're just one down.
At this
so
moment, yes.
hopefully maybe ICL will score a goal and it will be much more fun to watch it.
Absolutely, and you've been the lucky charm. Every time you've been here, they've scored a goal. So I'm sure things are going to change.
Yeah, that's what we are watching.
I am sure things are going to change
But
today.
I'll always say I love the team who is playing better.
Yes.
Let the better team win.
Yes.
Otherwise, everyone is too good.
Thank you so much for being
Thanks,
here, and
thanks.
it's always a pleasure
And
talking
thanks
to you.
Nadeem Bhai to organize this lovely tournament, and thanks Dr.
Yes.
Bansali. The best thing what today I should be thankful to God, the ambulance has been provided, the cardiac ambulance, almost 50 lakhs has been provided to Football Association to help footballers to minimize the injuries, to avoid any kind of circumstances where we find players are getting into a situation where they're getting coma, and some players who have died on the ground can be saved because of this ambulance.
Absolutely, it's so
Thanks
great to
Dr.
have it.
Gautam Bansali, and thanks Nadeem Bhai, and thanks whole team to organize it so well.
Thank you.